Hello everyone. Today I want to share Shuna's Journey by Hayao Miyazaki. So this is an old storybook that Miyazaki did, and it was for a long time unpublished work in English. I had found it in Japanese, but it was like a very small edition, very tiny book, very cheap, but very small. And I could not understand everything in Japanese, so I got it in English as soon as it was published. So there's not need to say much. Huh? We know Hayao Miyazaki is a very talented filmmaker and artist. So these are sketches with the watercolor, and it has this kind of a simple but very nice look of the Hayao Miyazaki style. The colors also are very nice. You see the seeds of future project are already there, you know. This is the Mononoke Hime kind of antelope slash deer slash mountain goat or something. A mix of 2-3 animals. I really like this style, Miyazaki style. My advice if you want to learn to draw hand is just look at your hand. You can use those fancy new tools of 3D models, but the problem is it's like when you break your leg and you have to use how do you say, like a crouch, une béquille en français. It's like, yeah, or like you learn to ride a bicycle and you use the tricycle, but you have to let go of the side wheels at some point. That's why you have to learn how to draw properly. Is better than to use convenient tools to avoid the difficult moments of learning. Yeah, I like these shots. Indoor shots are interesting. It's a bit of mix of Nausicaa and Mononoke I find in this Ashitaka's journey is a little bit like Shuna, a little bit, and also some Nausicaa vibes. See, to the west is like Mononoke style journey. There was I think NHK who did a documentary on the Silk Road. I think it's Ken Watanabe. It's an actor, old actor, and I recommend you the documentary. It's similar vibes. It's like a journey through the Silk Road in the 80s, I think, or 90s, early 90s or 80s. It's very, I don't know, very special documentary. Of course, you have landscapes and cultures and things, but also there is a spirit to this documentary. It has a very special vibes, and the music also. I think there's Ryuichi Sakamoto music that is iconic. If you know it, you will recognize it, and if you don't know it, you will discover a very haunting, beautiful piece of music of Ryuichi Sakamoto that plays sometime in the background. This is good to look at this book now. Now I'm working on the contest of Kadokawa manga. I do about 2 pages a day. I try to finish before the deadline. And after that I will work on the silent manga audition contest. And I think I will do something a little bit like this, but no text. You cannot use text dialogues. It has to be silent. So I was thinking about doing some kind of initiatic journey with the metaphoric images or something. And now with the Kadokawa contest, I'm doing a very basic fantasy beginning story. But this good training is good That's why if you draw, if you want to do comics, manga, I recommend you participate in contests. Even if your level, you consider your level not good enough, but it's still good to do it because you will learn, you will grow, you will improve, you will understand new things, and you will also turn your mindset into I can do it mindset. And this is the most important, I think. Things that happen when you do a contest, when you push yourself over the edge of trying, and it teaches you a lot of things, not only about drawing, but about self, like going beyond your perceived limits in your mind. So it's very good. Go for it if you draw and you want, somewhere in your head there is the dream of doing comics or mangas or illustration. Then yeah, go for it, try it. See, there is the seed also here. This is the monk of Mononoke. Very similar to the monk of Mononoke. I think this story is it has the seeds of Mononoke in it. It would be nice if he can do his next movie is based on the Shuna's journey. I think it's very good story. It's very classic. From the interviews I read recently, is that after his last movie, which is very kind of a little bit weird and dreamlike and metaphorical, the idea was that he was gonna do a more classic adventure journey, like a young, dynamic story with adventures, like Laputa or Porco Rosso, something more light and fun. I think this one is a good balance. And it's not too long. I think it's the right length to do a movie. Nausicaa, I'd like him to remake Nausicaa. Or even after he passed away, somebody can remake Nausicaa into maybe a series, because the manga is longer than the 80 movie. I hope the next big Zelda game look like this. I say that because, of course, of this shot. Climbing stuff. This is like a Breath of the Wild shot. Yeah, that would be really nice if the next Zelda look as good as Studio Ghibli anime, but big open world. I hope it does. I hope it's the improved graphics of the Switch 2 allows for more finished anime look, but still in a beautiful open world. I think it will. I think they can do it. We'll see soon. Maybe a reveal this year or next year. He draw well the wave, the water. It's not too complicated, but has a nice feeling of water and waves. This is like a Nausicaa. I don't know if he did this after or before Nausicaa. We will see at the end of the video. By the way, if you can put a like, and if you are new to the channel, then you're welcome. And I put many contents. You can check the playlist or whatever. And if you like it, then join the subscribe. It's free, and I put videos about every week. Every weekend. Usually I post on Friday or Saturday. Beautiful forest, huh? See, we get many biomes in this story. It's nice also. Desert and forests. Mm. See, time passes differently there. And it goes faster. This story is based on the traditional folk tale of the Himalayas. I'm not sure which country, so I prefer to just say Himalayas, because there's not many cereals that can grow at certain altitudes and in the poor land. And so This is based on the story relating to a particular seed cereal that people in the Himalayas can grow, and it allows them to not to starve and to survive. Now, shuna is went through a lot with his journey. He paid a heavy price for seeking something that is hard to find. I really would like this story to be made into the next Studio Ghibli movie. But I wonder, because Hayao Miyazaki is he always has new ideas. He's always excited about a new project. So I'm not sure he might go back to dig up old stuff. But I think at some point it will be made into a movie. Maybe later, but I think it will be made. If you want to look at something that looks like Ghibli, but it's like a anime series, there is Ronya. I think it's Ronya. It's like it's a bit 3D, so you may not like it. I don't know. But it's done by Goro Miyazaki, his son, who did also what was Gedo Senki. And Ronya, I think I will watch it. I have it somewhere, but I need to watch it. It's pretty cool story, at least. The animation is 3D. It's like Ni no Kuni kind of, but better in terms of graphics, because Ni no Kuni is just for a game, so they could not push the animation as so far. The end. Usually it's Owari, but here is Oshimai. This story is based on the Tibetan folktale The Prince Who Turned into a Dog, Zijia Jianbing-sun, translated into Japanese by Hisako Kimishima in an edition published by Iwanami Shoten. In the tale, the prince of a certain country is concerned that his people live in poverty with no cereals to grow. At the end of a journey full of hardship, he steals grain from the Serpent King, and as a result is magically turned into a dog. He is saved by the love of a young woman and eventually brings the cereal back to his country. Today, barley, so this is the cereal, is a staple in Tibet. But the crop apparently originated in West Asia and spread globally from there. So the narrative of the prince journeying west corresponds with history. But this folktale should not be viewed as a portrayal of actual events so much as a sublime story that arose from the Tibetan people's gratitude toward their crops. After first reading the tale more than a decade ago, I long dream of adapting it into animation. Ah, you see. So maybe, let's cross finger. Animation, please, Hayao Miyazaki. But a project as unglamorous as this would not go far in Japan's current climate. But now it's ready, now it's good, now you can do it. I was giving up on the idea, thinking that if an animated version were ever to be made, it should be in China. But now, with the encouragement of the people of at Tokuma Shoten, I have come up with a kind of visual adaptation of my own. So this is, I think, after Nausicaa. I think, I'm not sure. Don't take my word. Not from the translator. Okay. Well, thank you to the translator to make this story available. The story is like from the Ngawa Tibetan and Kiang, I don't know, autonomous prefecture in Sichuan, China. So this is Western China, Sichuan. There is a video on YouTube. You can. It's like very. I think it's kind of dry land. So this guy is from Netherlands, I think. And now I think there are translations in other language. There is a French translation. Maybe you can find Italian, Spanish, Portuguese. Yeah, thank you for enjoying this book. You see, even Guillermo del Toro recommend. So, you know it's good. So have a good day, and maybe I do another video for this weekend. But I'm very busy. I have to do the manga contest. 2 pages a day is plenty of work. So I will see what I can do. See you later.